Anyone trying to come to God based on their human conditioning, well, good Lord save us, because if you had horrible experiences you come to religion very violent, very angry, very aggressive, very bad talking to men, very bad talking to women, beat people whom are inferior or weaker to you, abuse the children, abuse people. So you just apply these horrific characteristics and you wrap a hijab on or put a turban upon those horrible characteristics. Then you can see that that's not Islam, that's not tariqah, and that's nothing to do with Allah wanting from the servant. That's why you cannot just come to Islam, come to religion and say, that's it, I'm just going to have Qur'an and I'm going to read a few hadiths, one or two maybe you read, and I'm going to follow. And what we have in Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, wajibul taqleed, wajibul taqleed. It's mandatory in Islamic law for Sunni Muslims, not Wahhabis and all the other who knows what those groups are, is that you must follow a shaykh and a guide. Why? It's because of the very sickness of your conditioning. We don't know how you were conditioned, what you view, how you view it, what you believe, what you think a woman should be like, what you think a man should be like, and how you should treat people, children and community members. So we just explained all of the horrific spectrum of which we have within our own community. So you don't know any of the characteristics of Islam, you merely just accepted the Islamic and Sufi tradition and say, okay now I'm Sufi, I'm Muslim, but you're horrible to your husband. You talk bad, you talk disrespectful. And if you read the hadith of what Prophet described for a woman who does not keep the honour of her husband, does not keep the boundary and the rights of her husband, then you'd be scared of really what Islam you're in and what you're following. That the guidelines are so strict, and what Prophet expects from women, expects from men, expects for your relationship with children and the mercy in which you have to raise each other, love each other, honour each other. If you don't play that role and learn Islamic conditioning, then your beastly form never submitted. And you fooled yourself mentally thinking that you're in tariqah, you're in Islam, you've done something. And that's the danger, that's the danger that we're entering into these Dajjalic energies, and people are not submitting. Their characteristics are not the way that Allah wants, and that's the problem.